And that culminated very well for McNeil. That's where the he wanted to play shots, especially the first 6 overs, the power play. He is getting into the ball. I think Rivers needs to come back stronger. He doesn't need a second invitation, McNeil Norona. Aggressive by nature. It's his natural game. That's what he likes doing. Take on the bowler right from the get-go. You want to keep it tight. Allow the batter to make some mistakes. That is more like it. That's a proper comeback. That's the strength what Vidwat is famous for. Getting into the off-stump line and shaping away. I think Vidwat is under pressure. First over. Now the TV umpire, we have the match referee Nandan. Yeah, better finish to the over from Vidwat. But a good one for the Dragons, 11 for no loss.
Hello.
Yes! No, who are you sporting? I am Neo Trading. Real action is happening in the stock markets. Download the Kotak Neo app and start Neo Trading. जो तेज है, वो आगे हैं. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Cricket's most exciting format is back. Get ready for unlimited entertainment as the global stars assemble for the 100. The 100. Men's and Women's. 23rd July to 18th August. Streaming live only on Vanco. Challenging, Casey Karyappa. It's in the all-round side. Only Tigers is not going to be that easy for Bangalore Dragons, especially McNeil. If he gets going, he's going to be a dangerous player, Navneet. And I'm looking for Siddharth KV as well because he has done the last year. He was the main contributor for Bangalore Dragons, 300 plus runs. Then Shreyas coming back and leading the team with his experience. Bangalore need to make a difference today. In comes Kumar for the first time for the Hooghly Tigers. One of the changes that they've made, Nishin by the other change. Lots of positive things coming in about Nishin Pai from the experienced Vinay Kumar. LR Kumar was with the Bengaluru Blasters, finds a spot in the champion setup here in the Hooghly Tigers. And that goes to show what he brings to the table. It could be on the higher side, but you don't want to be reading too much into that. I think there's a core team, the non-playing staff and the playing players. Manish handles very well on the ground. He exactly knows the strength and weaknesses of his own team players, most importantly, then rather than looking at the opposition. Concern and the column on the right suggests if they were retained or were taken at the auction table. But all in all, 7 of the 11 players that were playing in the final last year are back with the Titans, with the Tigers. It tells you how much they depend and how much they want to have a retained core. Fantastic. That's not the only one. In fact, if you look at, they've retained 3 bowlers, 3 batters, and an all-rounder. That makes your core team, 7 players out of 11 is the same combination. So he's just trying to fill up the spots as the guy who's going to make a difference, bring a variety, bring a change. What they had last year, they want to go one step higher so that the opposition also is under surprise. It makes the job of the captain that much easier, knowing exactly what to expect from each of his players. The role definition, the role clarity becomes that much easier. A swing and a miss, a wild swing. Predetermined almost, you think. from McNeil, led by Signal.
I think McNeil is all clear in his thoughts because he wants to take on every ball, which is a good sign. Coming back on the defending champions, coming with a plot and trying to garner those initial field restrictions. Now, this is going to be an interesting game today because McNeil has spent enough time during practice. He realized that last year, with his potential, he has not delivered. And this is the time where he has to deliver.
How nice is that to see? Wild swing, misses again. Well, you run through this batting order of the Mangaluru Dragons, Joe. Rohan McNeil in the centre right now. Nikin, KV Siddharth and Shreyas Gopal to follow. I just get the sense that it's a team that will rely a lot on their top four. And so they want to get a bulk of their runs from Rohan McNeil, Nikin and KV Siddharth.
That's very true. You know, those three batters in the middle, those are the most experienced one, Nikhil, Joe, Siddharth and Shreyas. They are the ones who can anchor the innings. One of them McNeil can give a positive and a flying start, what he has done today. And Dragons can be a dangerous team.
Hello guys.
We keep talking to you about Rohan Patil. He's a special talent. A pickup shot for the ages. 20 for no loss.
Out, please. Abhi mat gir, Guru. Six more. Bhag. Yes! Bro, who are you sporting? I'm Neo Trading. Real action is happening in the stock markets. Download the Kotak Neo app and start Neo Trading. जो तेज हैं, वो आगे हैं. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Barely a month after the heartbreak in the Caribbean, South Africa are back on the island. The Proteus fire is roaring to earn their pride back. In the most challenging format, against a feisty host, the West Indies. West Indies versus South Africa. 2 tests, 7th to 19th August.
Retained the talent what they expected last year. This year, that just has shown to him that yes, we do believe in you. That's a fabulous timing. Left-hander, Navneet, you know, I can't stop praising them, man.
Why am I not surprised? But his ability to pick up length so early, it almost feels like he has a fraction of a second more than other batters. He looks so comfortable at the crease. And there was just a tad bit on the shorter side, that delivery. And he disposed that with utter ease.
जो भी भाई चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर ले और वीडियो क्वालिटी अच्छी लग रही है तो लाइक कर ले.
Breathtaking to watch. A similar problem to what we had yesterday. It goes into one of those empty stands where we don't have anyone, so it's going to take us a little longer to retrieve the ball. Well, with this game, Joe, it will give us a first glimpse of all 6 teams as far as 2024 is concerned. And here's what it ended like in the previous season.
Oh, it's a fabulous. If you look at the home league.
ये भी भाई हम डेली लाइव मैच दिखाते हैं भाई.
Was done between and myself.
A loose piece of fielding. In fact, it results in a boundary. It's these little moments that you don't want to let slip. McNeil Narona gets another boundary, courtesy an ordinary piece of fielding.
Again, if you look at Vidwat, again is giving width to McNeil, and McNeil standing tall, timing very well because of his height. He can really hit the ball on the rise pretty well. And the moment he leaves on the square, Navneet, the outfield is very fast.
थैंक यू सनी भाई सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए.
You know, in the point and extra cover region.
A change being made in the field. It's Taha that goes outside the inner circle. He goes to long on. much better. Hit the deck harder.
In fact, they had one of the slowest fielder. Casey Cariappa was on the point region. But so they've changed the field there. They swapped the fielder. But I think Vidwat needs to pull himself up because he has given width to McNeil. And McNeil loves his width and the timing. In fact, if you look at McNeil, he's not trying to hit the ball hard. He's just trying to time the ball, standing tall. And especially he likes to play the width shots. That's what Vidut has bowled him.
Oh, he's given that a good swing. Lots of bat on and enough to clear the inner circle. Manwant with a desperate attempt. Two more. He's surviving all right. McNeil Narona.
That's a clear cut from the dressing room that you need to take on the best bowler from the Hooghly Tigers. Why not? I think this is the smartness and the sharpness of Somsekhar Shirugupi, the new head coach for Mangalore Dragons. He has gone to pep up McNeil to take on Vidwat. Why not?
Oh, very lucky. And it just eluded a diving Manwant, who's also really rapid across the turf. He's a good fielder as well. Great all-rounder.
Slight field change. Now he has a deep point instead of deep third man.
And that's the length that's working. A lot fuller between between good length and that short delivery. Just keep it outside off. Lots of kids that have come by on a Friday afternoon, early start to the weekend. That's the Hooghly Tigers contingent.
In fact, how many of them? There will be Karun Nayars, Manish Pandey's, Vinay Kumar's, Vidwat Kavirappa's, Suchit's. There's so many youngs. This is the best place for the youngsters to pick up a sport. They have come to say they're heroes. Why not?
Good running. At the moment, it's a good start this for the Mangalore Dragons. Like we mentioned, they finished 5th on the table last year. They won just 4 out of their 10 games. It was the kind of season where they really never found any sort of momentum. They win one, then they end up losing another. They win another, they lose a couple of games. So it was a tough season for them, the Mangalore Dragons. You want to start on a good note. You spoke about momentum early on, winning in your first game. It's the first impression that you lay on the opposition. It's psychological at times as well.
In fact, Navneet, if you look at the song of this tournament, it says Gellona, means it's a positive way of starting your season in the first game, which you need to start playing on a positive note, winning the first game, then stepping a stone for the tournament. Dragons 28 for none.
Out, please. Abhi mat kar guru. 6 more. Bhag. Yes. Bro, who are you supporting? I'm Neo Trading. Real action is happening in the stock markets. Download the Kotak Neo app and start Neo Trading. जो तेज है, वो आगे है. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Cricket's most exciting format is back. Get ready for unlimited entertainment as the global stars assemble for the 100. The 100, men's and women's. 23rd July to 18th August. Streaming live only on FanCode.
Vidwat Kavirappa, 19 that he's conceded in the 2. Rohan Patil has been the quieter of the 2 batters. Hasn't had much of the strike. Just the 8 runs from the 5 deliveries. He's on strike now though. Snips back in after pitching.
I think Rohan didn't have a strike because McNeil got the majority of the strike in last 18 balls. He has only had about 6 balls and he's already got a 6 in that, Rohan. He looks excited. His challenge is going to be to LR here. He has been with the
ऐसे ही डेली लाइव मैच देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर ले और वीडियो क्वालिटी अच्छी लग रही है तो लाइक कर दे.
Wow! Take some of that. He caught elevation, he got the distance. Well, we'll keep singing praises on Rohan Patil because he is a special talent.
That's a fabulous pick-up from Rohan Patil. The moment it went from this bat, I mean, it's a clear cut. It's going to the distance, the maximum one.
Yeah, he got under that. Very clear, intentional to go under and get the elevation. But with the timing that he often gets, he gets the distance as well. He's not the biggest man on the park. He doesn't have the biggest guns. McNeil Narona is a big unit. Rohan Patil isn't. He relies on his timing. Exquisite on that occasion.
Don't believe in the looks. The looks are always deceptive.
Deceiving, aren't they? What a cracking stroke. He only got the 213 runs last season. I'll tell you what, he's far better than that. And he likes it outside off as well. He plays all around the park. Very stylish, much like most left-handers. Much to the I can see a huge smile on Sunil Joshi's face. You agree?
Left-handers are always, the southpaws are always stylish. There's no doubt about it. Be it domestic, be it international. It's always lovely to see them playing those shots, elegance. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, this time he cracks that. It's almost slapped straight down the park. Another 6. 20 of 9. We're ready for the Rohan Patil show.
Oh, this is a fabulous. Look at his balance. It is perfect follow through. Head position is absolutely still. Look at the bat finishes. Goes right above the umpire's head like an arrow into the stands to the maximum.
397 runs in the first season of the Maharaja Trophy with 2 centuries and a half century. That's right, 2 centuries and a half century. Oh my word. Stop what you're doing and watch one of the brightest youngsters there is in the state of Karnataka. That is just exquisite.
Oh, this is it has to be a shot of the day. Left-hander piercing the field like a carpet all along the ground. Look at his follow through. Perfect position, perfect balance. Here we go. That's it. No chance for a cover or a mid-off fielder to stop this one. A fabulous shot.
He's as stylish as they come. And with skills like that, makes for a great combination. Gone! Against the run of play. Rather loose from Rohan Patil. There was width on offer. Trying to play across the line. And a sharp catch from KL Srijit.
Most of the time they always say that the commentators curse. This is just still angling the way. But it's a wonderful catch taken by Srijit. Diving to his left. Rohan Patil goes for 24 of 11 balls. Dragons 44 for 1.
C4 coverage.
ऐसे ही लाइव मैच देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर ले और वीडियो क्वालिटी अच्छी लगे तो लाइक कर दे। अब कोई भी दिक्कत आए तो कमेंट में बताएं।
અને હાઇડ્રેટેડ સુપર ગ્લો 21 દિવસમાં નવું લાકમી વિટામિન સી સુપર ગ્લો.
Barely a month after the heartbreak in the Caribbean, South Africa are back on the island. The Proteus fire is roaring to earn their pride back. In the most challenging format, against a feisty host, the West Indies. West Indies versus South Africa, 2-10.
Another youngster from Karnataka. He has done well in the under-19s as to the senior team last year. Nicky Joe's most technically sound batsman, if I have to put it across to you, Navneet, in this Bangalore Dragons unit. The fabulous youngster, he has done well. A lot more to come from him as the tournament progresses. We would love to see his runs flowing from his bat. But he's going to anchor the innings. He's the one who can anchor the innings and play shots once he's set in.
Here he comes, Manwant. 22 wickets last season, the joint highest wicket taker. And take nothing away from what he brings to this team with the bat in hand. On the park as well, in the field. Excellent all-rounder. He's surviving his McNeil Narona, and he's managing to get some boundaries away as well. Not the most convincing shot, but he'll take it.
But what I'm looking at, Navneet, the best part is they still keep on bowling into the width line for McNeil, and it's most easiest to play shots because of the restrictions of the power play. He's enjoying his shots, McNeil.
Just going to throw his bat at anything that has width. And at the moment, he's had plenty of opportunities. Yeah, look at that this time. And he departs. They cramp him for room, finds himself in the most uncomfortable situation. And Vidvat Kavirappa with a smart piece of fielding. And just like that, one brings two for the Hubli Tigers.
Oh, this is a wicket which, the Hubli Tigers will take it. Bowling 1-1 this time, bowling into him. But Vidvat, pretty tall, just a few steps running backwards, picks up a nice and easy catch. McNeil goes for 23. Dragons lose their second wicket, 48 for 2.
लो जी, मेरी कसरत हो गई, अब आपकी बारी।
हम क्यों करें कसरत? हमारे पास है कोई और, आपसे भी ज्यादा ताकतवर।
कौन?
नींबू जैस्मिन की ताकत के साथ। नींबू की ताकत मैल की बैंड बजाए और जैस्मिन कपड़ों को फ्रेश बनाए।
मतलब हम नींबू
और हम जैस्मिन।
What a win for Sri Lanka. The champions of Asia travel to Ireland, where the hosts are ready to welcome them in style.
It took them almost 4 overs to get 1 wicket. Now they have 2. And they've got 2 new batters in the centre who are yet to face a single delivery. From McNeil Narona and Rohan Patil, Sunil Joshi, they now have 2 batters, very differently built, whose game is very different to a McNeil or a Rohan, far more solid in technique. And I'm curious to see what the scoring rate will be over the next few overs.
Absolutely. I mean, the way Rohan Patil and McNeil has given the start for Dragons in the power play. These 2 batters has a task to cut out. This is the one where Manwant, bended his back into his body line. That's a pretty, I won't say comfortable catch. It's just for Vidvat's height. It is a comfortable catch.
He just has to pedal backwards. Never easy sometimes. Conceded 19 in his 2 overs, but he's made an impact on the field with what, and that's how it works in T20 cricket. Avi Siddharth, 309 runs last season, the highest run getter for the Dragons. And what you can expect from him is, again, consistency. He'll always be there amongst the runs, the 30s and the 40s. Here's another look at the wicket once again.
This is, Rohan Patil just, that's a brilliant catch from Srijit. Moving towards his left. It's a difficult task for a keeper to go away from left hand and dive. But he has done well, Srijit.
I like that. I like the angle into the right-hander. He's bending his back, Manwant, and he's hitting the deck hard, getting good punches, and he's cramping the batters for room, and he's pretty quick at the moment as well. Very impressive first spell here First over from the highest wicket taker from last season.
Really impressed Manwant last year. We have seen his heroics, 22 wickets, the joint highest. It's a fabulous bowler. And that shows that the Hobley Tigers, why they have trusted them. You know, all these 7 players retained, 7 players, Navneet. That shows that the trust what they have shown to this team, including the coaching staff. That's where I think even the players and the coaching staff also would look to put another big effort coming into the new season, because that ability and
आर स्टार गेमिंग पूछ रहे हैं कौन जीतेगा भाई। भाई सेकेंड इनिंग वाली टीम जीत सकती है, उसके जीतने के चांस ज़्यादा हैं।
Shot. How good was that? Technically very sound. Quite brilliant from Nick and Joes to end number 5. It's 53 for 2.
सर्फ एक्सेलमैटिक अब नए पैक में।
अच्छे से खेली चांग।
Any doubt?
जो भी भाई चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर लें, और वीडियो क्वालिटी अच्छी लग रही है तो लाइक कर दें। शाम का भी मैच 7 बजे वाला था महाराजा T20 इसी चैनल पर लाइव दिखाया जाएगा।
Champions of Asia travel to Ireland, where the hosts are ready to welcome them in style. Will Sri Lanka continue their winning run, or will Ireland hold their juggernaut? Ireland women versus Sri Lanka women, 2 T20Is, 11th and 13th August, streaming live.
Up for the Mangalore Dragons in the 5th over. We're still inside the power play. Devi Siddharth and Nick and Joes, a lot of work to do for them. I'm Fazal Khalil. Very good afternoon to Charu Sharma.
Good afternoon, Faz. Good to be here. Day 2 of this fabulous tournament. Yesterday, of course, a thriller to end the day. And today, of course, also the prospects of 2 thrilling matches in our double-header. I must say, I'm very impressed with this young man, Manwant, who's only 20. Not only was he the joint highest wicket taker last year, where
ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करें, जो कि डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक मिल जाएगा।
just a touch too short, and that's why he got cut away for that finely timed boundary. But now Pai.
Short in length. Just took a look at the wicket. Earlier on in the afternoon, Charu. I just couldn't make out the difference between the wicket and the outfield. A lot of green cover on it. It was hard, but there would be a little spongy bounce. The curator did mention there was about 3 mm or 4 mm of grass, and that's a lot of grass for a T20 game.
Well, I go with you because looking at the ground from up in our Eagle's Nest, the commentators' box here at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, it's almost the color of the rest of the ground, which is pretty green. So there's obviously a lot of grass.
But what it also does, that grass and that hard bounce, is it aids in horizontal stroke play. The ball sits up nicely to be cut and to be pulled. We did see McNeil and Joes play like that a little while earlier, but take a look at that. Straight out of the top draw, Nick and Joes comes in with a real reputation of being one of the finest young players in Karnataka, and so far he's living up to that reputation.
Well, I do think that in trying all these pace-on deliveries, most of them have been a little too short. Bowl it further up, there's movement, there's grass. Brilliantly fielded. We've already had a couple of examples of some very, very good fielding. And yesterday too, some of the catches we saw in the tournament, just top drawer. And that's one of the features of these state tournaments, where we get to see how hard all the teams have worked. In this case, Anishwar Gautam, I think he's lefty, so falling on his right and fielding, he's done very well.
Yes, the fielding standards in the tournament have been really high. Oh, did that carry to him on the full? We'll have to just wait for the replay. We couldn't really say in real time
Yeah, correction, Shivraj was fielded in the covers last time around. But let's take a look at this. Very full. And yeah, false shot, slower delivery. Did carry as well. Let's not be too critical. The tall man had to bend way down near his ankles. Never that easy. But a chance nevertheless created by that one pace-off delivery. And first, I have been saying all these pace-on deliveries have been getting a little too regular. Good option by Rai. Just about didn't work out.
Just taking a look at their batting, Charu. They had Rohan Patil, McNeil, Narona. That's the end of the over. We'll come back to that. 6 done, 59 for 2.